The royal couple of Bhutan have landed in New Delhi on a 9-day state visit, which includes a honeymoon in Rajasthan. This would be Bhutan's monarch Jigme Nagmai Wangchuk's fourth visit to India since his coronation in November 2008. It will, however, be the first visit of Jetsen Pema Wangchuk as the Queen of Bhutan. She tied the knot with the 31-year-old king at a colorful Buddhist ceremony at a 17th century monastery in the ancient capital of Punakha on the 13th of October. Tunisians are currently voting in the first free elections of the Arab Spring. Tunisians are electing an assembly to appoint a new government and rewrite the constitution. This happens 9 months after the fall of former President Ben Ali, who fled the country in January amidst the first of several mass uprisings across the Arab world. Libyans continue to fill the streets to celebrate the death of the country's longtime dictator, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi. Libya's new leaders are set to declare liberation later today, a move that will start the clock for elections after months of bloodshed. The Occupy Wall Street protests have reached the Middle East. Dozens of Iranian hardline students held a rally in front of the Swiss embassy in Tehran, chanting anti-US slogans. The Swiss embassy looks after US interests in Iran in the absence of US-Iran diplomatic relations. The protests against corporate greed have been going on globally for the last 1 month. Thousands of people have joined the protests across the globe. A rescue team is trying to reach the 13 divers trapped underwater after their ship sank 2 days ago in the Persian Gulf in Iran. The divers include 7 Indians, 5 Iranians and 1 Ukrainian and were part of a team installing underwater oil pipeline. They were inside a pressurized diving chamber when their ship sank due to stormy seas. Rescue operations are on as the chamber can hold oxygen only for 72 hours. 40-year-old Republican Bobby Jindal has been re-elected the Louisiana governor, consistently high approval ratings since taking office in 2008. He has had his win and this comes after the virtual collapse of the Democratic Party's clout in the state. The first Indian American governor in the United States, Jindal is considered by some a potential presidential contender in the future, but he ruled out a 2012 run. Thailand is experiencing its worst floods for decades, leaving more than 300 people dead and over 1 lakh stranded and taken under emergency shelters. Soldiers have been called in to help protect buildings in Bangkok. Excessive monsoon rains have drowned a third of the Southeast Asian nation since late July, causing huge damage and putting nearly 700,000 people temporarily out of work. The biography of Apple chief Steve Jobs, who died earlier this month, has revealed that former US President Bill Clinton consulted the Apple boss on what to do about his affair with Monica Lewinsky during a late-night telephone conversation. The biographer says Jobs told Bill Clinton, "I don't know if you did it, but if you did so, you've got to tell the country." Biographer Walter Isaacson says there was silence on the other end of the line when Jobs told him that. Football, and it's the Manchester Derby at the English Premier League tonight. That's defending champions Manchester United versus Manchester City. The match will be played at the Manchester Union's home ground, Old Trafford, where they have been unbeaten in their last 25 games. United will have star striker Wayne Rooney back in the starting 11 after he was benched for the game versus Liverpool City. Meanwhile, have been hugely impressive this season and are in fact table toppers at this point. But if United will win tonight, they will top the points table. That's all we have on 2020. Thank you for watching NDTV Hindu.